So, and today, as you can see, I can earn 600 MT just by having 3 players from the Warriors. So, you know what? I will take my team of best that I have so far, and since I don't have any Warriors, I will set my 3 guys at the very last 11, 12, 13th and just replace them. I should have a few Warriors. As a matter of fact, yeah, see, I have pretty good players, but I think to preserve, yeah, you never know when I need to use them in the future. So I just used the last 3 silver players that looks like I have. I wonder what's going to happen with the Warriors this year. I mean, obviously they still have Steph Curry, and I just don't think they're going to be as dominant, you know, in the NBA. So season's going to kick off here in a few days. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and save this. And then most likely, I don't want them playing. But, you know, when you have computer subbing people in, they'll automatically just put whomever. So, and I am having the computer sub players in and out because I have such a good team. I think that's perfectly fine. So 20 domination, completed Northwest. I believe. Okay, let's start right here. See, unlike any other 2K series, the rookie difficulty, pro difficulty, all-star difficulty is brand new, and with it, your MT earn, in addition to winning the game, has been changed, or you know, they're just tiered in terms of difficulty. So right here, 625 is what I would call what it used to be in 2K19 and 2K18. But the fact is, because it's an all-star difficulty, there is an MT multiplier of 1.25. So whatever you score during the game at 5-minute quarters, you're gonna get up to like 1,000 MT if you follow what I'm about to do. So here we go. Here's the best lineup, and then I have 3 Warriors, so I get 600 extra MT points. Should be pretty easy. So this is the 2020 Phoenix Suns. Overall rating of 72. It's not bad. I don't think it's the worst because I believe that distinction went to poor Cleveland. I read somewhere the Cavaliers are 2K20's worst rated NBA team, and rightfully so. You know, they have lots of work to do. So we are playing. So the reason why I chose Utah is because my very first pink diamond is John Stockton for 2K20. And what's not to love about one of the greatest point guards to ever play, right? Because he's just phenomenal. And there he is, right on cue. I didn't even ask for that. That was all computer generated. So Wilt the Stilt at the center going against Ayton. Ayton's pretty good, but I guarantee you Wilt Chamberlain, as you will see, is a monster in this game. And he should be, because, you know, he was a monster when he played. And I think if he played in today's NBA, he'll still be a monster because he's a freak of nature. So look, it's really simple. You just push the ball, and you just push the ball, because as you can see, if you do fast breaks, you get extra MT. And name of the game is try to get to at least 625 or 35 it was, right? So 2K18 and 2K19, even at 5-minute quarters, you're going to see I just didn't score as many points. So it was really hard trying to get to the minimum MT requirement to earn all 3 stars, but you know, this year I seem to be scoring a lot more. Of course, I have a pretty good team, but I had pretty good teams in the previous year. I think either I'm getting better, or they just made the requirements a little bit easier for you to score. However, what I wanted to tell you, back in the day, it was imperative that I shoot at least 5 3-pointers, because if you make, let's say, 2 out of 5, that 40% turns into MT, and then free throws, whatever percentage out of 10 minimum would turn into points. So it was important if you had, like, let's say, 600 and the requirement was 635, that free throw could get you over the 635 minimum limit. But this year you don't really need to do that, because with the 3 stars or 3 different difficulty levels, it's essentially, it just negates having to do free throws or 3-pointers, because all of a sudden, with that 25% extra MT points that you're going to earn by playing 3 stars all-star difficulty, yeah, if you score 800 points, you'll end up with like about 1,000 at the end of the day at 1.25 multiplier, because you're getting 25% more. So I don't worry anymore. I think the first 2 games I was like, oops, am I gonna at least meet the minimum threshold to earn the 3 stars? But I haven't had any problems. Here we go. Reed is he's a strong card. See? Yeah, there we go. I mean, the face of Donald. I mean, that's just, hello. Willis is really good. So he's a 94 rated diamond. I don't have any shoes on or anything on any of my players, because I just don't need them right now. I presume the 2020 Domination is going to be fairly simple. I shouldn't have any problems getting to 99 and getting me that Amethyst reward card. The Historic Domination in 2K19 was a beast. It may also be in this year, but we'll find out when I get there. That was a nice play, Phoenix. Okay, and then by earning 3 stars... Oh, that was not a good play. Sorry about that. Sometimes the controller, I meant to pass to an open guy. It just doesn't work out. I don't know if you've watched a few videos I've uploaded sharing some of my tips and tricks. This year, do not play off ball. The computer will kill you. Essentially, when you play off ball, the computer will force your controlled NPR, if you will, your computer played teammates, computer controlled teammates on your team. What the CPU will do is basically push you a little bit away from them and just take mid shots, 10, 15 footers, and they'll drain them. So last year I was able to, Tom Janovich, very nice. Last year I did play off ball against, if you recall, Phoenix. All-time team in the mid-tier was just so difficult with Galaxy Opal players. I felt like I needed some help, and that was the only way I could win. And then even the final game, I needed help with off ball to win. But this year, my plan is not to do that, because I don't think it's going to help. So I still need to learn how to play offense or, play calling, but right now I'm kind of focused on, my career player is at 94 overall rating with 6 Hall of Fame badges. So, there's just a lot going on, and just trying to keep up with this game in terms of card releases. So I will tell you that computer can hang with you the first quarter, sometimes even first half, but very soon I'm going to be up by 20, 30 points, maybe even 40. Because Phoenix team isn't very good. My team is much, much better. There's a huge disparity in talent and computer difficulty, even at All-Star. Very nice. And I played a few triple threat versus CPU yesterday because you do get some pretty good, rewards and prizes. But I don't know why, but the vault wouldn't open. So I guess it's kind of like dropping the ball, but at least with dropping the ball, I felt like I could see what was going on. Leitner is a beast of a player. I highly recommend him. He plays defense very well and rebounds like crazy. So again, it's really simple. For 2K20 Domination, the first tier of 33 games that I'm going to play, I just push the ball. Yep, I should be able to whiz by pretty much anybody I want and try to score and earn as many empty points as possible, because you do get fast break bonuses. And that's one thing, if you were to do Reddit or even YouTube, I guess, and try to search or Google, hey, how do you win Domination? That's what everybody tells you, just, fast break points, free throws, three-pointers. But like I said, this year, free throws are not as critical. And then see, I just got 4 points for assist, layup for 2, fast break for 2, and you do that 20, 30 times in a game, the points add up. So I've been averaging approximately 1,000 MT points. Of course, blocks and rebounding also get you points too. So you should work on your defense as well. And one thing in terms of, I didn't expect that. That was kind of nasty play, man. The controls this year are just so much more fluid versus 2K19. I mean I pick on 2K because they still have a lot of issues, but yep, very nice. So again, 4 points per assist. Even when I play my career, clearly 2K puts a lot of emphasis on team plan. So that guy's open. I should be able to... Oh, Moncrief. Nope, that's not Moncrief, is it? Who is this? Oh, well, okay, that's Walter Davis. He's very good too. Come on, Jason Kidd. I would like a block. And I don't know about you guys, but honestly, I really like all the different badges that my career player can earn. And then, of course, it's very similar in MyTeam. I like it because, last year, for example, I think we had 34 badges, and then you could buy and upgrade to Hall of Fame, whether that particular person, like Wilt Chamberlain, you could put limitless Hall of Fame badge on him, and that coupled with deep range corner specialist, he can essentially shoot threes just like, say, Ray Allen, and that's kind of unrealistic. And this year what they did was you no longer have to buy badges, but they have a lot more badges than just 34. And not only that, they basically just pre-programmed on every player what they're supposed to be really good at, so it's more realistic. Moncrief! And essentially, it's less laborious, onerous, and I think it's more reflective. Plus, they lock down in terms of positions. I don't think I'm gonna play Unlimited online. Last year I was trying because the 12 and 0 Unlimited and earning the Player of the Month card is the only thing I couldn't really accomplish, and therefore I was not able to unlock 3,000 tokens. And this year they don't have such a thing that I'm aware of that's tied to getting so many tokens. So I mean, I only did it last year because I had to, and the best I was able to do was 6 and 0, and then I just couldn't, just wasn't very. I'm not very good, I do enough to get by, and ooh, Kawhi Leonard. That I tell you, man, his arms are just so long, proportionately speaking, and I think that's the prototypical what NBA scouts are trying to find is another Kawhi Leonard. But not only that, his hands are huge, and his hands are like suction cups. So he's just a freak of nature. Plus, he just is so gifted, athletically. I remember even like 2K16. If I ever got Kawhi Leonard, I don't know, maybe it was even before 16, but whenever he played for Spurs was the first time I think I remember playing 2K in my mind. And I remember getting Kawhi Leonard, and he was with the Spurs, and he was little known, and I copped him in this game, and I started playing him, and I wasn't very good at the time, mind you, but Kawhi was just dominant in the game, and I would use him, and he became one of my favorite players because of 2K. Am I an NBA fan? I like, awesome athleticism, whether it's NBA, NFL, but Kawhi just, ever since then I've always liked him. See, when you leave him alone like that, whoa! There you go, baby. I mean, like I said, interestingly, I'm shooting one free throw. This might be the first. In the previous years, I would literally be driving to the basket, trying to create a foul so that I can get 10 free throws. So, for the requirement of minimum MT, which free throws and 3-pointers were necessary. I mean, I do shoot threes, but I'll be honest with you, I don't really think I have too many players on my team that are really good three-point shooters. I think of all the cards that I've used so far, the best one has been Latrell Sprewell, and I've upgraded him to Ruby at 88 or 89, but I'm not going to play him when I have Amethyst already. I mean, obviously, am I an overkill at this point with my team? Oh, absolutely. But I want to win games with huge differential in points. Again, this is the college football, not the NFL. NFL, a win by a point. It's, that serves its purpose. But in college, not only do you have to win, but you have to decimate your opponents in order for you to have consideration for, obviously end of the year considerations with which bowl game you're going to play, etc. So same thing here. The more points I score in the game, the more empty points I will earn because there is a differential bonus. And with the 1.25 multiplier, I think as long as the computer player's feelings are not hurt, I will continue to destroy them. Willis Reed is just a beast. 24 gold badges, but you could just look at him in his photo. He was just a beastly of a dude, and and you give him quick reflexes and speed, etc., with the vertical, yeah, he becomes a beast. Now, you see how I got faked out? That's one thing I need to work on here as well as at the park because it's hurting me, you know. Fact is, oh, what a nice block, Rubio. I don't know if he's ever done that in real game, but he did it to me. Okay, see, I got a block and a rebound, so that's 14 points. So let's do a post. Ooh. Read. I mean, if I could, I would literally miss my first shot and then get a rebound and second chance points to pad my final MT, but it's all good. So DominatorTx is my PSN as well as YouTube moniker, and I've had if you're a new PlayStation PSN or PlayStation fan, back in the day when the game first came out, PlayStation 3, I bought it on day one, and I love my PlayStation 3. They've made huge improvements between PS3 and PS4 in terms of load times and graphics and stuff, but I have nothing but good things to say about PS3. Very nice Jason Kidd. Very, very nice. But anyway, I've played a lot of video games since then. I'm a level 18 in PSN in terms of trophies. I platinumed 13 games, 12 games, something like that. My most, I guess, proud platinum is Bloodborne. I tell you, I bought that game when while it was on clearance. I think I probably paid sub $20 for it, and it was months after the initial release. And then I played it, and I just couldn't get out of the first scene, with that big werewolf thing that, I just couldn't get out of it. And first 2 minutes of the game, so I kept tabling it, and then one day, I think over a holiday break, knowing I had more time to focus on it, I finally got past the wolf. But then, I was frustrated because the game was just so hard. But then I think the very first boss that I was able to beat on the bridge, as I recall, once I was able to do that, the game obviously became way more manageable because now I was able to pump points into different stats, and I became a better player, and then grinding a little bit, and the game was just so beautifully done, graphics wise. And then because of that game, I purchased and played Dark Souls 3, which I loved, but Dark Souls 3 just so much more difficult, I think, than Bloodborne, and by no means is Bloodborne a slouch. Or you know what? I don't think it was more difficult per se. I think it was more onerous, and it was going to take a lot more time for me to earn my trophy, like playing the game 3 times playthrough, which I didn't have to do with Bloodborne. So, I don't know. I'll probably only have a few trophies to go until I can earn a platinum in Dark Souls 3, which I have, I have it loaded. And I'm in New Game +1. So it's not like I'm not thinking about it sometimes. But right now my focus is on 2K20 because I love it. And, the addictive packs opening. I did a bunch yesterday and I uploaded. And then, I'm trying to be a better player in terms of my neighborhood and the rec center instead of just playing again and being good against the computer. So, but anyway, PlayStation level 18 in terms of trophies. I'm a huge PlayStation fan, and I cannot wait until PS5. All the indications are that it's going to be epic. I think I saw where Spider-Man, which I own for PlayStation 4, which I highly recommend. I've had to table that because of NBA 2K20, but a phenomenal game in terms of graphics, control, and story. I will get back to it eventually when no one cares about it. But I've heard that load times between PS4 and PS5 is literally, within moments of, there is no load time. So, and then plus, 4K definition, and then I'm hearing like huge, in terms of storage. So who knows, but you can bet I am going to be a first day PS5 owner, and maybe I do a tips and tricks on that because I have one, which humanity. You've heard the phrase history repeats itself. History repeats itself because I think as humans we are just flawed and we make mistakes. Ooh, what a block! What a block! See, Leitner, I'm telling you, man, is a beast. Oh, that's okay. But anyway, humanity just keeps making same mistakes over and over. And what I mean by that is at PlayStation 3 launch and PlayStation 4 launch, people made the same mistakes. But with PS5, maybe I'll do a video, and hopefully by then I'll have more than 20 subscribers. But you don't get to level 18 PlayStation without being a fan and having played a lot of different games and having seen a lot of different things. So stay with me, share. I do have that 100,000 MT points giveaway. I mean that. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm just going to randomly, choose using an online random picker and give it away. So it's really simple. I have a video that describes that a little more detail. Of course, that's predicated on somebody, I don't know, getting to 1,000 before this game is, too old. But, I'm a man of my word. If this thing goes on till 2K21 or 2K30, so be it. I will give it away if YouTube is still a thing and I ever reach 1,000. So, it is what it is. So, but anyway, again, blocks get you 8 points. Rebounds get you 6 points. So if you're struggling getting to minimum required points, just push the ball like this and get assists. Because look, 4 points for assist, layups are 2. And you don't need to play off ball. You shouldn't play off ball. Maybe you need to, but you shouldn't. Don't feel the need to this year. Box out. Leitner is a beast. Spellman. See what I mean? They actually put players in even though I put 0 minutes. Oh, Davis, you got to make that, man. I mean, I expect that from one of my low cards that I inserted to get 600 MT points extra from 2K, but yeah, remember in the beginning, I'm going to earn 600 more MT points because I'm going to win Domination with 3 players from Golden State Warriors on my roster. So I picked 3 lowly players, so I'm not using up good players' contracts. So I'm winning by 34 points. I'm going to try to get to 40. Because every point counts. Oops. I tell you, I got stuck. I was trying to... What John Stockton needed was slithery off the ball, right? Slippery off the ball badge, but apparently he doesn't have it. Oh, man, I don't like that. See, now I'm disappointed in myself because I'm trying to win by 40 and smell legit. I don't know. I don't even know who that guy is, but apparently he's on the Warriors on the bench. Anyway, nice little dunk, but you know, when you're playing players at lower tier, you can clearly tell, you know, they're lethargic. McKinney, can he get by? No, see? They have no speed. They have nothing. I haven't shot any threes. Oh, look at that. Now, for the last minute, 18 seconds, listen, I'll play, let's see that? I just play. Now, I just missed next 4 3-pointers, and I still get points because I made one, my bonus points, so why not take advantage of it? So, I'm just going to have John Stockton bring it up, and anybody... Ooh, that's a bonus. I didn't expect to make that. So, right now, I have taken 3 3-pointers, and... if you're ever wondering, because again, free throws and 3-pointers, I'm sure towards, you know, the middle and the upper tier, I'm going to wish that I'm getting a lot more free throws than I am, because they all add up to give you more points. Whoa, Stockton is on fire right now. So look, you can always push your option button and then go to game stats and go to team comparison, and you can see everything that you've done. So you're at 76% field goals, very good. 3 of 4 of 3-pointers, like I said. And luckily, I didn't even realize this, I've already taken 10 free throws. So all of these things will help us in terms of getting total points that will help in the middle and the upper tier domination to get to the minimum required points, because not only do you need a win, but you also need to... Yeah, see, I'll let him do that because I want to go ahead and shoot my last 3-pointer with 8.2 seconds, because you're going to need every point you need. That's okay. That was a sacrificial lamb. So here we go. How many points did I win? And I will show you the 3 rewards that I'm going to get, which is essentially adding 3 more cards to my card collecting. See, look at that. With the 1.25 difficulty multiplier at All-Star, I scored 1150, and point differential is huge. All of it's huge, easily eclipsing 625 points. So, job well done. Let's go open them, and then I will bid you all goodbye until the next time. You know, 2K20, I mean 2K, just NBA, the music, you know, their collection is just so good. See, look, I won Warriors Domination by 20, and with that, I get to go collect 600 extra points, but you have to go, and you have to literally click it. They don't just give it to you. I don't know why. You know, they just feel like make you do a lot more work than's necessary. Ooh, I get to play the Lakers, LeBron, and Anthony Davis. Okay, here we go. Let's go collect. See, at home, there's a little red exclamation saying you have something. And when you come here, there's an exclamation next to the agenda, and it's highlighting what I completed. So you click on that, you get 600 by... win a game in Domination by defeating your opponent by 20 points by using 3 players from the Warriors, even though they didn't score any, contribute any, they don't really care. I got 600 points. I'm probably not going to do either one of these. I think 600 is substantial, so that's why I did it, but not 250. And then, ooh, I got completed auction. Okay, here we go. Again, one of these cards is going to be a brand new card that adds to my collection. Ooh, 4 and 5 contract cards. Very nice. Let's right now I have 1 diamond contract, but I'm not gonna put it on anybody. With the prime one, as you can see, the signatures, and it says prime. on the upper right hand corner, signifying what series they come from. And you can also tell by the background, that Wilt Chamberlain and John Stockton are from a series. I just have 3 more cards to go, and I will collect them all, whether I buy it or, virtual coins, packs, or auction house. I will earn all 5 cards, and when I do, the prize is Galaxy Opal Ray Allen. So most likely he's going to be the first Galaxy Opal player that I'm going to get, just like John Stockton was the first Pink Diamond of the year. And I'm going to go ahead and put diamond shoes. If I cop one, great. Otherwise I'll buy one. And so I'm saving my only diamond contract for that purpose. But anyway, so these amethyst players, I have 13 amethyst, 1 diamond, and 3 pink in terms of top 13 players. So that's 9 amethyst and 1 diamond and 3 pink diamonds. And these are going to be who I use to try to slice through Domination as quickly as possible, because the point of, I think, Domination, is, yes, it's supposed to be difficult, and you're not supposed to be able to win it right away because you don't have enough good cards that's been released by 2K. But at the same time, I think the rewards are so good, and you get tons of MT points, not to mention these cards towards your collector level. I think you're supposed to try to slice through them as quickly as possible so that you can use the good cards that you're going to earn from it. So that's my plan. I'm going to put Spotlight on hold. I did a video yesterday. To me, it's just not worth it. There's no way at this time without spending hours upon hours, maybe dozens of hours, to pump up all the evolution cards before it's worth it. Before you can beat the last team, when you have to use every single spotlight card to beat the opponent, and it's just going to be too difficult for me to even think about doing. Not when I have Domination as my favorite thing in my team to do anyway. Okay, so man, these injury cards are it's just not worth it to me. I'd rather have the contract cards. But anyway, at least they gave me 1. So see, when I have free ones, I just pump them into these 3, because I also use them for TTO, triple threat, and I can pretty much win easily there too. So I'll play it because I think it's fun, but let's be and when you complete the 3-star Domination, they do give you 1 evolution card from each team. And there you go, Michael Bridges. 5 games and 3 games. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see every time. Okay, 2K? I don't want to see any more injury cards because they're just worthless. But anyway, Paul Pierce. I feel like I'm rewarding my players, by keeping them in my lineup, as well as putting contracts on them. So, see, I had 61, now I'm at 58, and that's that's why I think you should play Domination, because it's well worth your time. And you do the math. If I get 3 of these times 33, just in the 2K20 Domination, that's 99 cards that you don't have to purchase, that you're going to earn. And yeah, I will get to the 750 cards, making me the 6th man collector, and Isaiah Thomas evolutionary cards, starting at Amethyst, mind you. And then, of course, I'm hoping he can get to at least Pink Diamond, because I'm going to use him all the time. Unless I have enough Pink Diamonds that it's not worth for me to grind, because, it's kind of like when I work out. I want to work out to a point where I see the benefit, but I don't want to work out to a point where it's literally too much work and not enough reward. You got to do pros and cons, ladies and gentlemen. That's what life is about. And to me, some people could say, well, this is a video game. Well, you know, it's part of life. And it's part of life that I enjoy, and I love my PlayStation. So, but anyway, that's the way I look at life. You know, it has to be risk reward and has to mean something. Otherwise, why do it? So here we go. I will talk to you guys later. I only have 58 to go into Isaiah Thomas. And I think the sooner I get to him, the better off it is, because I'll be able to use him for longer and get a lot more out of him after collecting 750 cards. So have a good night, good day, good morning, and we'll talk to you some other time. Take care.